Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Devon Adams. I'm here again with another activity project for my statistics class at Texas Southern University. It is called Discrete Probability. We're going to be going over what is discrete probability. Probability comes into your head. You're thinking of what kind of probability? We're talking about discrete and what kind of variables we use for probability and the outcomes of those particular variables, and we're going to discuss several concepts about discrete probability. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started. So, discrete probability is a distribution characterized by a probability mass functions distribution, and is commonly used in computer programs that help make equal probability random selections between a number of choices. Some examples are the number of students that score A's in a particular course or class, the number of, a coin that's being tossed 3 times with a possibility of being heads every time, and the number of commercials that are 30 seconds that are aired on Fox from approximately 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's depending in the time zone that you are in. So for these examples, we're going to be using the real estate data given to me by my statistics professor. We're going to interpret the data, and we're going to find out the discrete possibilities of the next two variables that will be discussed in the next slide. So for our example here, we're going to find out the discrete possibilities of some variables in our real estate data set. In our data set, we have the choice of choosing garages, price, distance, pools, or bathrooms. I did forget to put bedrooms, my bad. For this example, we're only going to be selecting the two easiest I thought would be the possibility of each pools that have a garage or the probability that a house has a pool. So either a house has a pool, a house doesn't have a pool, and vice versa with a garage. So we'll be using those two variables to discuss discrete probability here today. Now we have the pool variable here in our real estate data, as I've been doing in my previous videos. We have 5 townships with particular number of houses. We're going to be selecting which has pools and which doesn't. For this example, we're going to be shortening it down to the townships, so we're only going to be selecting townships 4 and 5. I'm guessing that's basically the location of the houses. We're going to be examining the possible outcomes for these pool variable. Okay, so here we have inputted the data into this little chart here. As you can see on the left-hand side, we have township location to where the townships are located, and the possibilities of the houses with a pool and the houses without a pool. And as you can see, the majority of that fell into the houses without a pool category. There's 69% probability, 1 in 31 probability that a house doesn't have a pool. That's 69% relatively of mostly the data. And 31%, obviously 1/14 of that data, houses do have a pool. So in this same example, different variable, we're going to be determining the possible outcomes of a garage. In townships 1 and 2, we're going to be using that data for that. Either a house has a garage or it doesn't. As you can see, those 2 houses there, one has a garage and one doesn't. We're going to select the probability outcome that that houses in these 2 townships have a garage for this outcome. So for this last example, we have the data input table, as you can see. Township locations are on the left-hand side with a garage, which possibly very narrows down the possibility outcome of this data set for townships 1 and 2. 69% probability, that's 1 in 24th of probability of the data that a house has a garage in both of those townships. As you can see, all houses in township 2 have a garage. So that's 100% probability that these houses have a garage, which is pretty relatively amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching this short series video about discrete probability. Really easy concept to grasp, and if you're taking any statistics class or anything like this, it could be very resourceful. In the next video, I'll be doing my homework edition, so see you there in a little bit. Peace out.